back to my YouTube channel. For those of you that are new, hi, my name is Valentina, and for those of you that are existing friends, hi and welcome back. So today I'm very excited because I'm bringing you guys a story time. A whole bunch of my TikTok followers have been asking me to do a story time on my haunted house, the first house I moved into when I moved to the United States. So with that being said, let me give you a minute to like and subscribe, and thank you for everybody who has subscribed, and let's just get to the video. Alright guys, so this started in 2008. Basically, we got this house, and I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, this was not even a house. We were renting a basement. Now when we were renting the basement, you know, it was just me, my brother, and my other sister. We were just three of us, and my mom and my dad. And honestly, it was a basement. We never really thought much of it. I mean, it was just a basement, you know, it was whatever, we were all together, whatever the case was. But let me tell you, we lived in the house for 6 years, and a lot of weird, creepy things happened. The room that I was staying had no windows whatsoever. I liked that, but I hated it at the same time, because having no windows, you know, when nighttime comes or when it rains here in Georgia, it's horrible. Like, you need light. Anyways, so where do I even begin? Because this house was like, okay, so let me tell you a backstory of the house. The house, people were living on the top of the house, which is the upstairs. We were living downstairs, and you know, we never really knew much of it. Now looking back, the house, actually the guy who owned the house, he used to have a drinking problem, and what ended up happening is he told my parents, after a lot of accidents happened, that he had seen the devil in the house. One day, apparently one night, when he was going downstairs, because he would hide, I guess he was trying to hide his beer from his wife. So he had a cooler downstairs, and he had his beers downstairs, and the front door, when we got there, used to not be a front door, used to just be a wall, but he ended up making it into the front door. The door, his actual door, used to be the kitchen window, which he closed that off and just made the kitchen. He said that he was really drunk, and he said, not even stairs, down through the outside, when he saw a black shadow just standing there. And he said, like, I couldn't talk, I couldn't say anything. He said it had been the devil, and that he had been oh my god, I'm saying all this stuff at night because but it had been him. And he had told them, like, you know, you're gonna come with me if you keep on drinking, and you know, I love, you know, where you're going, whatever the case was. Well, anyways, that's just one thing. The first thing I actually experienced was when I would be in the room by myself and my siblings wouldn't be home, and it would just be me. Like, I would get scared to just sleep by myself, so I would always have them to sleep there. You know, the struggle was real. The first accident that I know I've talked about on TikTok was when my grandma ended up passing away in 2011, and since I was little, I've seen a lot of things that a lot of people don't see. I'm able to see weird stuff happening. I'm able to get sleep paralysis. Through the sleep paralysis, sometimes whoever's trying to mess with my head gets to talk to me. I'm able to sense your vibes. Like, I hate that about myself. If you're going through something, I'm able to sense it, and I might not tell you. I'm one of those people that just keep stuff to myself. And what else? I'm able to literally dream stuff and actually have it happen to me. Oh my god, let me tell you, I hate accepting the fact that if I dream something, if I don't talk about it enough, it actually happens. More than likely it will happen when I have it. It doesn't matter now if I talk about it, it's gonna happen. what else? Like I'm able to see revelations right when they're about to happen. So like I'm able to just like get, oh, this is gonna, like that glass is gonna fall, and right when I'm about to say, hey mom, like fix the glass, boom, it falls. Yeah, I don't really talk about it. I don't really touch on that subject because yeah, it's a weird subject. But anyways, my grandma passed away, and basically that night I remember getting up to use the restroom. And when I was getting up to use the restroom, like my door was here, theirs was the hallway, and then there was the restroom. So I came out, and when I came out, I saw a shadow just like run in front of me. And I was like, holy crap, you know? And it went right back. And I was like, oh crap, like going into the bathroom and coming back out. And I knew like my grandma was in her deathbed. Like, you know, it had been a week. They've been talking about she might have died, she might have passed away, whatever. So to tell myself, I was like, you know, maybe she already passed and like she's just trying to make sure if I'm okay. Yeah, that's what my 10-year-old self was telling myself, oh, it's just your grandma, you know, she's just trying to come. Because we believe that, you know, your grandma will come and, you know, see you, whatever the case is. Well, that morning after, you know, I ended up telling my mom, and she was like, you know, your grandma passed away. I knew it because we believe that when someone's about to pass away, we hear like, do you see that? Yeah, on the wall. And basically that means like, for us, it means that someone's gonna die. It's close from our family. We do believe that our ancestors come when they're dying and come and visit us before they go from this earth. A lot of cultures I know believe that. Not a lot of cultures do, but you know, if you do, hey, that's good. If you don't, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to tell you. But anyways, that was the first thing I experienced in that house. Okay. The second thing I experienced in that little basement, whatever it's called, not basement, whatever it is called, whatever. I was once sitting in the corner of the bed. My brother and sister went to the room, and I literally heard whispers. Like they were like, Valentina, Valentina. And I literally just remember like turning and just seeing a shadow by the closet. And that's when I was just like, oh my God, there's something in here. Like there's something in here. I didn't really tell anybody. I didn't want to scare my brothers and sisters because we'd slept in that room, you know, that was our house. I couldn't let it get the best of me, you know. And there was times where I would hear like somebody was in the kitchen, like preparing stuff, and I knew everybody was dead asleep. Like literally, I knew everybody was dead asleep. But anyways, I never like when I would hear stuff like that. Obviously, if you think like, oh my God, if you're hearing ignorant, you're like, you don't pray. Like I prayed, bruh. But there's just people that are gifted and they can hear stuff and they can see stuff, and that's just a gift, I guess, from God. Like God gave it to you and whatever. But anyways, it's not the case. So the main thing that happened in the house towards my mom was pregnant, and my sisters, we had gone to school, and she had finished like cleaning and doing everything. She decided to take a nap. Now when she took this nap, you know, nobody was in the house, not even upstairs. Everybody was out. She was the only one in the house. Anyways, the problem is when she fell asleep, she is a really light sleeper. So if like you hit something, you do something, like she'll wake up and she'll be like, oh, what's wrong? What's up? But basically what happened is my mom said she heard someone open the door. Now the door was locked. Keep in mind the door was locked. She heard someone open the door, and she heard a woman, and the reason I'm saying it was a woman because whoever came in had high heels, and they literally walked towards my room, the end of the house, the bathroom, and because it was really small, the living room and the kitchen were connected, and then she heard someone open her doorknob and go into her room. Now, I guess she kind of went into through like a sleep paralysis thing, but not really, because she could literally hear this lady come up to her. And when she did, my mom said that she heard her like, get close to the bed, that she just stopped and she was just looking at her. My mom said at that point is when she tried to like, she started praying and she started praying and she tried to like, wake up, and she couldn't wake up. And the lady turned around, closed her door, and then walked out of the house. And when she literally walked out of the house, my mom was able to wake up, get up, and go look to see if this lady was still there. My mom said, she kind of get scared because, nobody was home. It was just us. And then my dad, he gets up really early to go to work. Sometimes he gets up at 4 or 5, and like sometimes it's really, really dark around those times. Well, basically what happened is he has the habit of going and turning on the car. He went and turned on the car, and literally we had one dog, but it wasn't even ours, it was theirs, and it was a German Shepherd. Normally dogs wouldn't get lost there because it was like literally the only house, like there was no way a weird dog could just show up there or whatever. So my dad, goes, turns on the car, whatever, the car's running, whatever. He had put everything in the car, and basically when he was ready to go, he opened the door and we had a trash can that was right here, and the car was here. And the car was here and the trash can was here. And when he got out, so my dad came out and he saw a dog coming out of the bottom of his truck. And when he was coming out of the bottom of his truck, he saw the dog going into the trash can. And when my dad went to check on the trash can, the dog disappeared. Now, we believe that, the devil manifests in weird stuff. It can manifest in animals and stuff like that. We mainly believe he can manifest in a black dog, and that's what he saw. It's really rare for us to get any dogs back then. All these stories, we really don't even talk about them. I was talking to my mom about it the other day, and yeah, she was telling me, she's like, I used to see that shadow you're talking about. She said, but you know what, like, it would stare at me and I couldn't really do anything. She was like, because I was alone. She's like, I couldn't let it get the best of me. So she was like, I just pretended like to ignore it. And it's weird because like we tend to like we were okay with living with it. I guess it wasn't like we had a choice, because we were trying to find a house and trying to find stuff like that. And yeah, those are a few things that happened in the house that I can recall fully. Sometimes the lights would flicker, and we were just like, oh, it's a shortage. It's a shortage. We never questioned it. We never like really like wanted to like look into it, whatever. There was one time that I literally remember. So I get these weird things that when I go to sleep sometimes and I wake up, I feel really paranoid. And in the house, I feel really paranoid. I feel like someone was always watching me, always watching me. And when I wake up like that, I remember I was in the bathroom because I used to take showers before going to school. And I literally remember like feeling like somebody was watching me the whole time. And it just gave me anxiety. I know it gave me anxiety now that I'm older, like, but then I could hear like whispers and whispers and whispers, and I couldn't make out what the whispers were. And I remember just like being so scared and just like poking my head out and seeing my brother and my sister, and I was just like trying to find other humans because I was like, who is whispering? That house did give us a lot of good memories, like, and just with good memories we got bad memories too, with that. But yeah, like, that house was just something else. I mean, I do believe there's something bad in the house. I do believe, I mean, I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it'll go away anytime soon. I remember my mom would throw like holy water here and there and whatever, but whatever's in there, it's there, and it's not gonna leave anytime soon. I don't know if the people who live in there experience any of this stuff. I hope they don't. But yeah, guys, if you want more stories like this, let me know, because I have a bunch. Like, that's not the only house I've lived with where I've seen stuff. Yeah, if you guys like these stories, let me know. I'll bring you guys more stories. I am glad to have you guys back, and sorry being slacking because it's just life. But anyways, guys, if you guys like these stories, let me know. If you guys have any scary stories, like, leave them down below in the comments. And honestly, you guys, I literally read every comment and I will respond back to you. And yeah, because I honestly, like, just love to hear stories. I love to read stories that are scary because I'm a weirdo like that. Even though paranormal crap happens to me all the time. Anyways, I thought I heard something. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope you guys are staying safe, and you know, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day if you're watching this. Alright, guys, that's it for today. I also have my social medias linked down below, so if you guys want to follow me on TikTok or on Instagram or on whatever platform you guys want to follow me, if I have it, it's down there. Hope you guys like this video, and please like and subscribe, and have a good one.